seconds. Yeah.
Ready?
This is real love.
Ready? All right. Who knows who's experienced real love? Real love. Yeah.
Real love.
Come on now.
Jesus.
Come on now. Jesus is real love. Oh my gosh. We're so excited to be back. It's March.
It is March. Season 3, episode 2.
Unbelievable.
Here we go.
Unbelievable. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We're excited to have you tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about what we've been going through and working on. Primarily, let's see, last month we were at the gym.
Yes.
And if you've seen our posts, some of us have continued to go. We did take a week off, but it's been really, really hard this time.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
We're getting older.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There is no excuse. Oh, heck no. We're not going to go there. But it's been so hard to get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yes. Which is funny because I still get up early because I make my husband breakfast.
It's been hard just in general, just working out, doing that commitment. You rather be in a comfort place at home where you're comfortable, but it's a mental thing.
It 100% is a mental thing. It is. First of all, it's cold in the morning.
Yeah.
So trying to get up, get to the gym, and the hardest part though is getting up.
Yep.
Like once you're up, you're going.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Getting
you
out of
guys,
the door.
right? Getting
Yeah.
out of the door. So if you are watching and you have been doing the workouts with us, please let us know that you're doing it with us because we need encouragement. It's cold. It's cold. And so I know we all get up to go to work, right? But to get up and go to the gym, it's like, you know what? I have another hour. I could sleep. But I will say once you get there and you work out, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right? No? Do you not
Yeah.
agree?
It is.
I don't know, but this one doesn't really convince me.
No. My gym situation has been a whole other situation.
And what do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Yeah, share.
It's a whole other situation. It's just I've been doing a lot of yard work. That's been my gym. So it's not traditional at all.
Oh, so like physical work.
It's been a lot of physical work and pulling the weeds and carrying the
That's already a workout right there.
carrying the chicken poop because we're growing vegetables and our own fruits and vegetables, and so it's like we've been doing all that. And I wanted to buy the really light hoses, and my husband won't. You know, he's using these really heavy ones.
Wait, did you just say cleaning the chicken coop?
No, carrying the chicken poop.
Carrying the chicken poop.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're using that as fertilizer?
As fertilizer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's like, and we're getting chickens tomorrow, or baby chicks tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
exciting.
happening.
It's all happening. So I've been clearing out. So we bought a house and half an acre. So that's what I've been clearing out. The dirt, and it's because it was all overgrown. So that's been my gym.
Okay, so I think you've been working out then. We can't say you haven't been working out.
That's labor.
You just haven't been going to the gym.
Yes, I haven't been going to the gym because I was doing both, but I was kind of like burning the candle on both ends.
Oh, that's rough.
And so I remember I was like, I don't know, I can't keep. I was waking up at 4, going to the gym, coming, doing my regular stuff. Then I was already so tired physically and mentally that I was just like, I don't want to work out again. And it felt like working out, even though, like I said, it's like it doesn't register because, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's different.
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't like. I'd rather go to the gym and do squats and deadlifts and, presses than be outside in the garden.
Which, you know what, I felt more accomplished then, because I would come do my work, and I tell Evan, I'm like, I feel like I did nothing. Like, it looks like I did nothing.
Oh, you mean outside?
Yes, in the garden. Like, I'm clearing it. I see the trash getting full, and yet it still looks like I've done nothing. So I felt more accomplished working out in a gym, because I could see I was checking off the boxes.
Yeah.
And out here, it's not happening. Or not fast enough.
Oh, because it's just a lot.
Because it's a lot. And the kids try to help. And it's like worse, because like they end up throwing the dirt on themselves, and they pretend to help. It's like, oh, look at all I did. I'm like, I did that.
then dad comes home and they get the credit.
Yeah.
Or they say they
They
did
say
it,
they
but
did it.
it's not the way you would want to do it. So now you have to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Or like
That's the
they
worst.
want to learn, and this is like our whole life is learning. So it's like, okay. And so it's like that, the tedious of leaning over them and helping them pull the weeds. It's like harder because you don't want to punch them in the face when you pull too hard.
No, that would not be cool. I think that's
like-
what is the CPS?
Yeah. So I have to have more control in my arms when I pull so that I don't hit them. So I feel like, yes, it is a workout,
No.
but not at the gym.
Oh, that's not easy. But I know we've had, so some people have joined our challenge because we've been challenged, right, to be the 30 days at the gym, at least 3 days a week.
Yes.
Right. So last week, I'll confess, I didn't go. It was just rough to get up and so many things going on. But I think we could always put an excuse.
Always.
I don't know.
It's easy.
It's easy to always put an excuse for what's good for you, right?
Yeah.
But I will say that there's have been 2 faithful followers on Instagram that have been posting almost every single day.
That's amazing.
Right? They've been up to the challenge, and so Monique, kudos to you. I love when I see your workouts, and she's been working out at home.
Yeah.
So she doesn't go to the gym. She's been doing workouts at home, and it's been awesome. So thank you so much for that. And also Rocio.
Yeah.
Right? Rocio's been posting super cool dishes. So she does meal prepping.
Oh.
She's been posting how it's been really successful. So I will say, when I started this year, I was doing meal preps. Now that I go to work, right, because I got an amazing job. I have a praise report to say. Yes. But I was meal prepping, and it just makes all the difference in the world.
I bet. I just...
Yeah.
The
Don't
thing
like cooking.
is making the time, making the time to meal prep. I will say I was making probably lunch and dinner for a week, and it took me a good 3 to 4 hours. Have you guys ever meal prepped?
Yes, I have. It's it's something that you have to be disciplined on, and you just really have to just cook all the food, and then put it in your
Containers.
little containers. It's actually fun for me. It's fun.
It is.
And I make it different. Like one day I'll have salad and chicken with vegetables and rice. Sometimes I'll have quinoa, or I'll just do the white rice, and some days I'll have like the
Brown rice?
Brown rice, yeah.
That's good stuff too. Have you guys ever had, so I find that lately I've been having for breakfast, although I haven't made it in about 2 weeks, and I'm missing it,
The oats.
the overnight oats.
Those are so good.
Have you guys done it? Have any of you watching ever made overnight oats? Please tell me what you put in it, because I like mine with bananas and peanut butter and bananas, peanut butter, and cinnamon.
My daughter loves it when I make them for her. The boys don't.
Yeah.
The boys like warm stuff. They like warm stuff. They toaster or cooking a real meal. That is a real meal, though.
It is a real meal. Just because you're not cooking it, but you still have to
cold.
prepare it.
Yes.
It goes overnight, and then when you're eating it, it's so yummy.
Yeah, Amadi
so
loves
yummy.
it. She puts berries in it, strawberries in it. She likes it with strawberry yogurt, though. She doesn't. She'll have it like regular, but she prefers when I do it with strawberry.
So you
yogurt.
put the oats in yogurt.
In yogurt. So I put a little. It's a quarter cup of yogurt, quarter cup of milk, and then the oats.
Oh, that's gotta give it good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I do mine with almond milk and the oats, and then I use the powdered peanut butter because I want to stay away from the sugar, right? So I don't use the really good creamy peanut butter. I use the powder, which is good. It's still good.
Well, you know, they still have good, healthier peanut butter as long as it has just peanuts.
Yeah. That's the one that has like all the oil on
One
top.
that it separates.
And then you've got to sit there and stir it, and then all the oil goes all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't like that one.
Which is, it's funny. My youngest loves the almond butter. And that's what it does. It separates, and he loves churning it, I guess you could say. And that's the only, because he can't have peanut butter. But he can have almond butter, and he loves it.
Oh, well.
Try that.
Maybe. Maybe I just go too fast because I want it done quickly. So it just ends up making a
Everywhere.
huge mess.
I tried it with water and it was so disgusting. I
Yeah.
was so excited. The next day I'm like, it's gonna taste great, and it doesn't taste good. You have to have the milk or yogurt because it tastes so gross.
What did you put in it?
I just put water, oats, and raspberries, blueberries. And that's
Overnight?
it. Overnight. And I thought it was gonna be like, you know, a good texture, but no, it looked nice, but it didn't taste
It didn't
good.
taste.
So,
Did you put any kind of sweetener at all?
No sweetener.
Oh, well, that's
no.
probably why.
Yeah, I should have put. I did put a little bit of vanilla, but it was still
Tampoco.
gross. The water just killed the whole thing.
Oh, well, you know, I bet you maybe had you put a little bit of cinnamon and sweetener,
Yeah.
maybe it would have been different.
Yeah.
Or syrup, but oh my gosh, which is
the healthier kind.
the healthier one.
Yeah.
There's
Whatever.
a healthier.
There is a healthier
Not maple
syrup.
syrup?
No, not maple syrup.
I do like the oatmeal, like
Organic
just a
maple
regular
syrup?
oatmeal.
Probably. I don't know. It's just the healthier version of
The
it.
healthier version of syrup. We'll have to find out. If you know what the healthier version of syrup is, please let us know.
Costco has it, and I know you can get it at Whole Foods. I can't think of the name. My brain is like mush today.
Oh.
This week I've been like running around.
Okay, well, we also have a birthday party coming up, all right? So
See,
you
and
have
that's
a
another
lot to
reason
do.
I'm doing right, cleaning up. But or you know, it's called stevia, but not the powder, the drops.
Oh, there's a difference?
It doesn't have. I don't think the drops doesn't have an aftertaste. I feel like the powder does have, like the granules does have the aftertaste, but when you use the liquid, it doesn't have an aftertaste.
Do you have a preference?
I don't like any of the artificial sweeteners.
Stevia's
Do you
not
use
artificial.
honey, though?
Yeah, I use just honey. That's it. I don't like stevia. For me, it feels like it's processed, and I'm like scared of that. But yeah, it's another show.
Yeah.
But yes, honey, I go just honey or maybe brown sugar.
Brown sugar, my husband likes.
Yeah.
I'm
love
really
brown
trying to
sugar,
stay
too.
away from the sugar. But I think the stevia is, one of the most natural, or monk fruit, too.
Monk fruit, yeah. 'Cause it's
That's
just
also
fruit.
good, and it's natural. Yes, it's processed because you have to get it out, but I think it's natural. It's probably one of the better options.
I think that a lot of people use Truvia, which that one is. A lot of people think that's natural, but it's actually stevia is more natural than the Truvia one.
Interesting.
Because the Truvia, it's all marketing. They make it look like it's all green and pretty. Because I think they use like plants on the front, but it's not.
Yeah, well, that's the
But
one
again-
I use. So,
That's how they get you at the store.
I use
It's
Truvia.
like
The
it says
marketing.
organic, but then you read the
ingredients.
and you're like, this is not organic.
so maybe we'll have a show where we're making some meal prepping, because I know someone had asked us for that before.
Yes.
So I love to cook, and so I think that'll be fun, and see what you do. I personally love my my spaghetti squash.
I tried that once. It was a total bust. Again, this is why I don't cook. When I try things, it just okay. Granted, I'll tell you that. Okay, my drawer of spices, salt, pepper, and that's it.
See, you need the spices. You need the spices.
Yes,
Oh
true,
my
true.
goodness. All right. Well, so again, Rocio and Monique, thank you so much for continuing with the challenge. You have definitely encouraged us, and I know you've encouraged many that have seen our posts, and so thank you so much for that.
Yes.
Yes, and it's not too late for anyone that wants to join us.
No,
Yeah, it's not
it
too
isn't.
late.
We still have one more week left.
Yeah.
Right? It'll be over the 7th, but I think this is important for us to continue all the time. I think physical fitness, physical wellness is important because you feel better, you have more energy, and you just get healthier, right?
You get more discipline in your body, and when you notice the changes in how you're glowing your skin if you're drinking more water instead of making those healthy choices, you notice that when you do go back to your other choices, you're like, this wasn't worth it.
It wasn't. Your stomach feels, your stomach hurts. Your hair, actually, when you're eating healthier, your hair feels better. Your nails grow.
Yeah.
Right? To your point, you're glowing.
Yeah.
It's true. And you just feel better.
Yeah.
So why do we go back to the cheeseburger?
Because it's easy.
It's not bad. Once in a while, it's okay, but you know,
Because
definitely.
I don't know, but the cheeseburger tastes good.
And because it's easy.
Yeah.
You're not the one cooking it.
The cheeseburger is good. I'll even make it at home though. I love making burgers at home, and you put fresh cabbage on it. Right, you make like a mini coleslaw. You put that on your burger with some good cheddar cheese, and you toast the buns. Come on,
Okay, see
that
again,
beats Burger King any day.
at your house.
Ah.
I still don't like cooking.
Oh.
We've tried making burgers at home, and I just can't stand the smell.
Make them outside.
And outside, I hate like the smell of the barbecue.
Oh goodness, I don't know what to do with
know.
her. What are we gonna do
I
with
know.
Ellie?
That's
Poor,
why I'm like-
poor Amy. I'm sorry, Amy. I don't know what to tell you. You know, just come over to our house and eat. We'll cook for you.
I told him, I'm like, man, we should have bought that house in front of you. It's just the cooking, man. I'll buy the groceries. You just cook.
So right now, the family, actually, it started with me and my husband. We decided to just start, going vegan. And I said, I'm going to do it for 21 days. And my husband's like, I'll do it with you. It's like, okay, let's do it. And then now I'm like, I want to make this a lifestyle. And even my kids are like, Mom, are we having vegetables? And I love it. I love it because now they're just eating healthier. And I'm learning so much about just the nutrition part about eating, like, if you don't want to eat meat, you can eat beans and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was not educated with all this stuff, and now I'm like, I love it. I love it because now we're shopping in different grocery stores. And yeah, I agree. It might be a little bit more pricier, but your health is definitely worth it.
It's 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
You either pay for it now or pay for it later.
definitely.
And I think the difference too is you can maybe, when you would shop the other way, you'd shop in bulk. Right,
Yeah.
because that stuff sits in your cupboard. It's full of preservatives, and so when you're shopping healthier, you make maybe a couple of trips to the grocery store during the week because you buy just enough to cook for a few days. Because if not, it goes bad.
So true.
So yeah, and so back to that, right? And so then where we want to talk about mental wellness, and we want to talk about spiritual wellness, and so. With that comes daily activities, I think, to help that, to encourage that. And I think we have to create healthy habits, right? Mentally, the world is just going chaotic. So many things going on. And so what do you do to stay centered? What do you do to stay calm and not fall into the worries of the world? Do you do anything for that?
We get out. Even if it's not just working out, but it's getting out into the sun and just moving your body.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to walk, even if it's that, and that's what the kids and I have done is like we just get out, even if it's just like I said to walk all the way to the back, and then come back and just to move the dirt a little bit or on our entire block. We just have to get out to just move, and it's like you said, it's like all mental. It is, but like once you get your body moving, your body is releasing like happy endorphins.
Endorphins, right? That's what they call it. Endorphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're getting vitamin D, which our body's lacking a lot of time. A lot of times when we're sad, I remember one time I had gone to the doctor and I just was always tired and things like that. And she's like, "Oh, you're depressed," and I'm like, "I'm not depressed. Like I'm good. I'm finally a stay-at-home mom. I actually have help at home, so I'm not by the." The kids are not driving me crazy, just them. I have somebody else with me.
Right.
And so she wanted to put me on antidepressants, the doctor, and I was just like, no. And I researched it, and it's like a lot of the times women, we lack vitamin D. And again,
That's true.
Sometimes we, yes, we do need medication. Sometimes we need therapy, and that's all okay. But sometimes it's not like that should not be our first recourse where it's like we medicate you. It's like, well, why am I like this?
Right.
Like, what's the underlying reason of why? And if okay, let's say I was depressed, then help me figure out why. Help me get out of my depression, don't just medicate me and then send me home.
That's right.
Because, like, she didn't even offer therapy or counseling or nothing. So I was like, I know I'm not depressed.
No.
And so...
And even if you were, help me figure out why.
Help me figure out why. Yeah.
Let's get to the root of it.
And outgrow it or, you know, evolve or whatever. You know, and now that we have Miss Christina, she's been a huge help. But I was like, I knew I needed vitamin D.
Right.
After I did research, and it was like my eating habits, you know, drinking water and staying away from the caffeine and certain things like that do change and they help. You know, but we don't, like Mina says, like, we just don't know. We don't know what we don't know.
We don't know.
Until we start looking for it.
And she's right, because I had a deficiency in vitamin D, and I had the little gel pill that I had to start taking, and I started taking turmeric. I think we talked about that last show. That's a natural, right?
Anti-inflammatory. It's like, for me, it's like replaced ever using Tylenol or
It
Advil.
truly has. Like, I find myself not taking as much Advil or Tylenol that I used to. And I drink turmeric every single day. I drink turmeric and my vitamin D every day, and I can tell you that my joints feel so much better.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I would have gone to the doctor, and they would have said, well, you have inflammation. They would have given me some kind of ibuprofen.
Yeah.
They probably would have said, you know what, you can get a shot of cortisone or something in your joints. And when you really, just to your point, change how you're eating.
Yep.
And vitamin D a lot of the time just helps.
Yep.
It really does.
The vitamins, and when, like Vanessa was saying, eating more vegetables, which a lot of us don't like. I personally don't, but my mother-in-law made vegetables, I think it was last week or this week, and I love the way she made them, which,
Wow.
You've actually made them this way before.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, now I know why they taste so good.
Wow.
But
how'd she make them?
Butter and garlic.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's all a matter. I think it's all
real garlic.
Thank you. She buys like the chopped up stuff in a jar. You know, you've got to buy the real cloves, chop them up, and that just makes all the difference in the world.
Yes, it did. It totally did. And so that's what I'm saying. It's like eating those things that our body loves.
Yeah.
Our taste buds, and a lot of people are like, well, it's just I can't taste it.
Yep.
Like I've said it before, I can't eat fruit because it just feels weird. But I did it. I've been eating strawberries almost every single day because it's strawberry season here in Oxnard.
And they're so beautiful. If you're out there in Oxnard, go out to the local farmers. The strawberries are humongous.
Yes.
And
bigger than the
sweet.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, my husband's got some at his
Farm.
at his little farm,
Yes.
and he's got a bunch of strawberries. So, but he always says, but you always go to the ones that you buy. You never eat mine.
And you guys would be shocked if you guys Google right now the deficiency of America lack in vitamin D. It is shocking. A lot of people they work in offices and hotels and just, they don't get the sun.
That's what
And
it
so
is.
then you're like, you notice why you're so sad, depressed. It's because we are lacking in the sun. And it's true, vitamins and vegetables and just water, it really does something to your body where you just feel amazing. And you don't like turmeric, garlic, all those are all good remedies.
And they're natural.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about the history. There was no medicine, man-made medicine, but you think about like back in the days how they used to heal themselves. It was all plants, and so it's nice to know that God's taking us there.
Now that you say that, my mom used to have a book, and it was home remedies on how to heal different ails.
Nice.
And a lot of it is just all natural stuff, different herbs and spices and fruits and those kind of things. And it's true. Yeah. It's true. It makes a huge difference.
Definitely. And I love how God is just teaching us. He's being so graceful with us and just teaching us those ways so that way we can teach our friends and our family members. And so
100%.
Yeah, because it's so sad. There's like people that are just dying in such a young age these days, and you wonder why. So a lot of it has to do with the drugs and the medication.
And now that you say
food.
that, the vitamin D deficiency, when you said it, I kind of thought of, people are so caught up on these things, right, that they don't get out.
Yeah.
You'd rather sit in your living room or in your kitchen or whatever in your house and not get out and enjoy nature, not enjoy the sunshine. So, these, although they're good for some things, but it's really messed up. Are just getting out.
Yeah.
Well, there's funny memes where it's like a bunch of friends hanging out and they're all here. It's like, that's hanging out now.
I know.
Everybody's on the phone. It's like, guys,
Yeah.
we're hanging out.
And
Okay,
can
let's
you
go out.
And can you imagine the kids? Like this generation, they're all about their iPads and phones. And so when you get their physical, don't be shocked if the doctor says, hey, your son, your daughter's lacking vitamin D. It's
That's
because
right.
they need to do sports and get out and just get away from electronics. So that's the generation today. Even in schools, you know, they don't have books. Some high schools don't have books anymore. They have iPads. And everything's
Digital.
Yeah, digital.
It's
I,
true.
I prefer
different world.
book, an actual physical book that I can smell and touch and
Change the
earmark and
page.
highlight a million times over. Like I've tried reading digital books because I love reading and it's cheaper, you know. And granted, if you helped me unpack my house, you saw how many books I had.
A lot. I've never seen so many books. You'd think it's a library.
and she didn't even help me unpack all the books, and so. But we love books. My kids love books, and we read. And so, I've tried the digital one because of that.
Yeah.
I want to like save space. It's just not the same. It's like I want to have that book to hold and put a bookmark and highlight and write in. Because I've tried writing notes, you know, when I'm listening to a book or reading a digital book, it's just not the same.
I agree.
Mentally, it's just, I don't know, it's more warm to touch something.
It's kind of like I work out of college now. Woohoo! I'm super excited about that. And it's like you've got students that say, you know what, I prefer an online class.
Yeah.
I can sit home. But then you've got the students that need that in-class classroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm that type of learner. I need to be in the classroom. I would be easily distracted. I don't think I'm disciplined enough to take an online class and pass. I don't think so. For me, right? And so the same concept. I've got books on here. I've got books that I'm started reading now. And notice I said started. I've started like 15 different books, but I haven't finished any of them. It's just like, but they're so good. Anyway, I prefer a book.
And it also reminds me, it's like now, I remember you posted at the beginning of the year where it's like bring our Bibles back, our physical Bible. It's the same thing. It's something about holding our Bible even.
Yes.
Where it's like you can just, when you dig deep in, I don't know, I feel like you dig deep into it more.
Yeah.
That just made no sense, but
Dig
totally
deep into
grammatically
it more.
incorrect.
And I like that we can take notes and highlight, and it becomes our personal book.
Yes. And I know you can highlight, someone's going to say, well, you can highlight the online one. It's just not the
Not
same.
the same. Absolutely not.
It is so not the same when you can highlight a different, like personally a highlight, you know, and you remember your own little comments, the way you're highlighting it.
But they say there's something about, so when you're reading the Bible and you write, you know what, oh, this verse meant this to me today.
Yeah.
And then you kind of give yourself a note or something. That act of physically writing it does something.
It does.
Versus even typing it into a notepad.
Yeah.
It does something completely different physically writing
I
it.
agree.
So
I agree.
I know, we went a little bit off there, but yes.
no, but I mean,
you know,
talk a little bit about everything.
about that is a huge difference for us.
Yeah.
Because even like when I said our kids, our generation now, they all want to do everything digitally, but it's different when you write, even with your Bible, to hold it, to carry it, to see it fall apart because of how much you've read it. You know, it's just it does something to you, and it just. Like my daughter, she's had a Bible for 3 years, and the spine finally broke off, and so my husband decided to fix it for her. I was like, we'll just get you a new one, and the only reason I said we'll just get you a new one, it was because I wanted to get her for older, you know, cause she's older now, right? Yeah. So I wanted to get her one that we got her King James because her and I read the same one, and so, but she still liked her old one, you know, which was for younger kids, you know, so the language is different. And so he fixed it for her, and she loves it, though. But it's like she even loves to highlight it and see where she's doodled and things like that. And I'm like, you can't take that away.
You can't take that. And I don't think there's any thing to replace that.
No.
Yeah. True story, Abigail loves Harry Potter. She's, like, obsessed. And for Christmas, she was like, I want the hard copy. I don't want just the regular. And those were the hardest books to get, let me tell you. But she got her hard copy, and now she just puts it in her, and it's part of like a decor. But yeah, all Harry Potter fans. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, but yeah, it's funny how she loves her hard copies.
It's true. So, if you like that book, you want that hard book.
Yeah.
Oh man, how things have changed from when we were kids to now. Electronics. Well, that's probably a whole other show too, right? We can, even though we talked a little bit about that. So anyone have any like praise reports?
Go first.
I do. I
Go first.
am super
Okay.
excited. So I just want to share God's goodness, right? And we talk about everything a little bit, but I just want to share how God just provides. I think I mentioned it on Sunday. You know, I'm in need. My mom lives with us, and we're in need of a caregiver. And it's a funny story actually how this caregiver ended up coming to my house. And it's a long story, but long story short, God has provided us a caregiver that comes in the morning now.
Amen.
And it's an answer to prayer. And little did I know that by us hiring her, we were an answer to her prayer. So God used both needs to take care of both of his children that never knew each other. So,
Wow.
and I could get into more detail, but it would be a long story. But God is faithful if you trust
Yes.
him, if you truly don't worry, like scripture says, which is easier said than done. But when you truly get to that point and you're like, you know what, I'm just not going to worry about it.
Amen.
And you live in peace because your mind is steadfast on him. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to choose to trust you. I'm going to lay this at your feet. And next thing you know, he takes care of it.
Amen.
There was something going on that, you know, with my mom's paperwork that needed to get done. And he took care of it when we didn't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So
And you know
God is
it's
good.
God when it comes to your door.
100%.
It's like you didn't have to call. You didn't have to put a little ad. I mean, she just arrived.
She arrived by mistake,
Right?
which is why it's just just so
Wow.
crazy. She was looking for a neighbor. She comes to our house, and my dad lets her in, right? My dad thought she was looking for my daughter-in-law, and he lets her in. Abby's, next thing you know, this stranger's upstairs in my house.
Looking for somebody.
Looking for someone. And so Abby comes out and says, whoa, who are you looking for? No, you're in the wrong house. So she leaves. This poor woman was scared to death. She was like, where am I? Why am I here?
Oh, wow.
She leaves, and then next thing you know, she's taking care of my neighbor. And so I get home one day from work, and I'm like, are you a caregiver? She's like, yes. I said, do you need a job for the mornings? She says, she just kind of looks at me like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, she goes, let me talk to my husband. Next thing you know, talking to her husband meant, I think I found an answer to our prayer. And so when she came back to say, you know, I'm available, and now it's like, oh my God, she's just truly a godsend. And my mom likes her.
Wow.
And I
Amen.
know it because
What a match.
she smiles.
Oh.
Mom looks at her and actually smiles. Today I got home from work, and so if you know my mother, she doesn't really give you much interaction, right, because of her condition. But today I got home from work and she was sitting in her chair, and I walked in, I just looked up and said, hi, Mom. And she went, and she actually smiled at me.
Wow. Amen.
And so I know she's happy with our new amazing caregiver, and I just thank her. I thank God for her. But I would be remiss to say that I am truly, truly blessed with Abby. And she knows who she is, and she knows what she's done for me in my life. So thank you so much, my dearest Abby, for just being truly a godsend in our family. So
She is pretty amazing.
she is. I'm not gonna cry. Lisa's not here. We need Lisa here. She was our crier. She's not here, but she truly, truly is amazing. And so with that, I'm just gonna leave that alone. So anybody else have anything exciting to say and how they maybe didn't react or react?
So I it's not really a praise report. It was more something that just God showed me. God's been showing me a lot of signs of. He's been speaking to me, just everywhere, and I feel like this year I'm way more closer to God than ever.
Amen.
I've been just praying a lot in the spirit, and sometimes, guys, this is crazy, but sometimes I'll be in my car and I'll be just praying in the spirit. If you guys don't know about speaking in tongues, it's amazing. It's an amazing gift that God gives all of us, and I'll just be just praying, and I feel like the Spirit is just constantly always working in us. And I went to go get my hair, and I really wanted some highlights.
Which looks fabulous.
And got my hair done, and then the lady's putting some foils, and I'm like, it's gonna be blonde, and before you know it, she puts like a toner, because it's something that girls put after they get bleached, and then she does this, and it's brown, and I'm just like, she's like, do you like it? I'm like, but my face tells it all that I'm not happy, but I still smiled, and I was praying in the spirit in the chair already, just to be, so that way, little things like that can really like ruin your day, or it can just like rob your peace. And I said, no, it's not gonna rob my peace. I'm at least I have hair. It could have been worse.
That's right.
I could have had like burnt hair, and so yeah, it was something super super funny, and yeah, and yes, you do pay for what you get, because it was like less than $40. So.
Oh, so you didn't go to your normal spot?
I did not. I went to a new place.
Oh, Vanessa.
Yeah. But it was beautiful, because
Always dangerous,
yeah.
right?
I don't think I realized that before.
Yeah, I went
With
to
your
new
hair?
Yeah, I went to a new place, and I've been there before, but it was a different girl and a different stylist. But I was able to minister to her, and I was reminded that we don't have to say that we're Christians. We don't have to say I'm a follower of God or Jesus or anything. I think that the fruit of the Spirit will just come out eventually, and I just pray that I left a smile with her, and I left Jesus in that chair, because I did. I left smiling, and it was just funny, because I feel like there's a lot of times that we're gonna be tested, and it can be small or big things. For me, this was a big thing, because it was my hair, but it's
a huge thing.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I went to your guy and I was still scared.
No, my guy's awesome.
No,
I'm
he
just
was.
saying, Ryan is awesome.
He was. But I was scared, because I was like, I hadn't gotten my hair cut since when? Since Mateo was born. And so he was 6. So 6 years without no one touching my hair.
It's a scary feeling.
That's scary. And
because sometimes you say 1 inch, and it's
and
like
they go
4
like,
inches.
before you know it, it's like, oh, my hair.
Yes.
I said this much. I saw actually somebody post. I feel so bad. Somebody on YouTube. They just posted that, where they're like, they told the lady, oh, it's just up to here. And then when they looked in the back, it was like all up to here.
How is that? Okay.
I don't know.
How does that happen? Like, how does that? That's a huge mistake.
And especially like some people, I don't know, you guys, my hair takes forever to grow.
Mine does too.
So
Mine does too.
A mistake like that, it's like,
It's a 2-year mistake to get my hair
like,
long again.
dude.
And this is the longest that I think I've ever really had my hair. Because my hair doesn't, for some reason, doesn't seem to grow much longer than this.
That's
You guys
good.
got long hair. This is long for me.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah, no. I mean, and I liked your guy, but even then, I was just super. Abby was with us, and I was just like, oh my god, does it look okay? Does it look okay? Because I was like, it felt so much shorter than what it actually was, but it was because my hair is so thick. Right. And so he thinned it out and did his thing, and so I just felt like, oh my gosh, half of my hair is gone.
And it wasn't.
It was not. It was really nice, but I guess it was just that I was carrying the weight of 6 years. And then it just like, it looked really gorgeous. I loved how he had left, like, it looked really pretty how he framed my
Shaped it,
face. Yeah. And it just felt lighter and good, though, in a good way. But it's scary. It is. I give you
scary.
props on that.
I don't know, man.
And it felt good. Like, okay, I didn't allow it to steal my joy. I didn't.
Honestly,
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, you get another chance to redo it, and then you just go to the another place.
Go to the
and
right
that's
one
it. Yeah.
and pay a little more.
Yeah. Yes. Pay a little bit more. You get
You get what you pay for. You're
that?
hysterical.
I'm so scared of dyeing my hair. I'm like, I have my little.
And you have virgin hair right now, right?
I
You have no color.
No
in there.
color.
The whole thing.
My whole thing. I haven't colored my hair since right before I was married.
Stop.
Yes. So it's 15 years.
I don't have any gray.
Wow.
Oh, girl.
No, you
Good for
don't.
you.
Look at this. Let's look at this. Which I am not mad about it 100%.
Look at that.
I know.
I am so
love
not
her
mad
hair.
about my gray
Granted,
hair.
you're nowhere near
Yes.
my age, but
It's beautiful, Jel.
No, but I did this huge streak, just my bangs type of thing, like a rogue, but it was all fire hydrant red.
oh, I did
And
that
again,
once.
it was before I was married, because
I
after
did
that,
that.
I was.
Yeah.
I did that. I did purple.
See, I would love to do it again.
I did purple.
But I'm so scared. I just
It
don't.
is scary.
I don't want to. And the upkeep, guys. Like who has time for that?
Yeah.
Jasmine's graduation from college. You see me giving her a kiss with this big purple streak in my hair. I'm like,
You were the cool mom.
I'm just
Love
like,
it.
You're the cool
I'm thinking to
mom.
myself, why did I do that to myself? I love the purple, but then I'm thinking that picture's forever. Here I've got this big purple streak in my hair.
Well, now you have the wedding one, and you looked amazing.
Oh.
So there you go.
Well, if you follow me, go check it out. Finally, my daughter put her video up from her wedding. We waited forever. It was in
So
in
beautiful.
December. Yeah, it was such a good day.
That's not forever, Viv.
I'm sorry. For me, it just felt I wanted to see the video so
That's
bad.
your
So,
baby.
I waited a year and a half before I got my video back, and it was our fault.
excuse me.
Yeah. So we just kept delaying. We
Oh,
didn't
you-
hand over the songs that we wanted, and it wasn't until a year later that we're like, oh yeah, we have to do that. Okay, again, I am not like
Oh dear.
nostalgic in that sense. I was just like, eh.
Do you have the video?
I do have the video now. I do, but for me, it was just like, it wasn't for me. I'm not sentimental in that.
Oh, my
in that
goodness.
sense, And everybody's like, your kids will, and you know what? It's true. My kids want that our big wedding picture. They want it in their room, and I'm like, you're crazy. I want to put it in the garage, but they want it in their bedroom. I know. I am not.
You know what?
I'm the
You are
oddball.
you, and it's great.
Yes.
It
okay.
is. And we love you like that, and don't change because it is what it is, right? That's it. And I think we're all very different at this table. We are like three completely different people, but that's fine. That's who we are, and I think that's what makes us special. I mean, if we were all the same, it would be like blah.
It would be gray.
Yes.
Life would be
Yes.
gray.
It would be. Oh no! I mean, Vanessa's super like fun and sweet, and I sometimes am very just serious and
Why
very
are you serious?
very matter of fact over here, right? It is what it is, black and white,
Yeah.
right? So what do you mean I'm not serious?
No.
How would you describe me, please?
Well, yes, Vanessa is like bubbly, and I love her style. It's definitely like you can almost catalog her house.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
You know, yours
100%.
is very much like it's a lived-in home, and everything matches though. And then you go to my house, and no, I love my house. Like I have no shame in it, but like I love the hand-me-down stuff. I like the mismatch. And sometimes I go to your guys' house and I'm like, oh, that would look good in my house. Nah, I'm good.
But I love that you're so low key, and it's awesome to see that too.
Right.
It's awesome to
Oh,
see that
thank
your hair is
you.
beautiful and you're just so low key about everything. So it's also really beautiful to go to your house and be like, this is nice, it's organic, and it's
Yes.
I know.
even it's so.
It's like,
I love it.
totally.
You're teaching us like, oh, maybe I shouldn't get this. So I should get this one.
I know my
True.
house.
Yeah, she's like the essential oil, t-shirt wearing, what do you call
Legging.
legging wearing mom?
Okay,
For
I
sure.
wear jeans just for the show. I live in sweatpants and leggings. If I could, I would wear leggings to the show, but everybody else dresses nice.
Uh-huh.
I try to dress nice. Well, it's true. I mean, for me, it's just I had read this post one time where it's like people might see my life as mediocre. And no, it's just like, because people aspire to have nice things and new things. And it's like, yeah, that's good. But it's not. That doesn't mean that me not aspiring to want those things
Makes you
makes
less
you
than.
less than that. I'm like, I like my mediocre.
To someone else,
Like,
mind
to
you.
someone else, yeah. I'm like, but I'm
Oh, no.
happy. I'm blessed.
Health?
Just because I don't want to buy a new car every, so often. We will run down our cars before we buy another one.
Which is, quite frankly, frugal.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that,
No.
right? And there's nothing wrong with getting a new car.
No, there is. That's the thing. It's like there is no perfect way. There is
Nope.
no right way or wrong way. It's like I'm healthy. My kids are healthy.
Yep.
Everyone is safe.
Yes.
So just because I choose, to live a mediocre life, I'm like, it's
I
not
wouldn't.
mediocre
I wouldn't
to
call
me.
it mediocre. Mediocre. I wouldn't say that.
Well, no,
it's just how
it's just
you.
how I do. How I do.
How you do. How you do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
This is how we do it,
Yes.
right? This is just
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, and I love going to your guys' homes because it's like it still feels like a home. You know, you guys still make your house feel like a home.
It's true. Yours is definitely
thank you.
catalog.
Yeah.
For sure. You walk in there and it's just like it's got hip velvet like
Seating
sofas
and like gold little things and accents. Yeah, and I'm just like, that is so cute.
Yeah.
And it's so Vanessa. Like, and even when we go shopping, I'm like, that Vanessa would buy.
100%.
Or
I
Vivian
could
will
shop
buy
for you.
that.
I could totally shop for Vanessa when we go out for sure.
Yeah,
I love all that
I
stuff.
For
just,
sure.
You know, but again, it's like, it's not bad. Whichever
Yeah.
way we live, God made us all different.
Oh my gosh, it's
You
so
know.
funny.
And because
Whatever
of that,
makes you happy.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
your
an
home.
imposter because I don't know if Sulma's watching.
she is.
She's watching. So, like, I'll confess, my house might be pretty, right? And the decoration is like, wow, you know, like you said, it all matches or whatever. But that's all Sulma. Because ask my husband. Like, my house would be probably like blank. I don't care much about certain things. I never move my sofas. So I'm that house that if you come, I do clean them. I do move them to clean the back of them, but they go right back where they were. Like, I don't move my bed to every direction in the bedroom. I don't even have curtains up.
Oh no, my kids were celebrating because my daughter, she's like, Mom, we're celebrating. I'm like, why are we celebrating? You haven't moved the house around in 1 month. And I was like, oh, yep.
Are you serious? You move it that much?
Yeah, it's just, I just.
Do you move yours around?
I do. Like, once in a while, I'm like, I have to move things
It's just
around.
like-
So am I the only one that doesn't move stuff around?
Especially for the holidays, like
Oh, that's different. You have to
yeah.
put the Christmas tree
Yeah.
up. That's different.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just like to rearrange things
Yeah,
to
me too.
fit more books. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God.
And
Her
so
and
it
her
feels
books.
and it feels like different. It feels like a new home. So
Okay.
changing stuff and moving your couches differently, it just makes you feel better. Like,
Oh,
like
me, it's just to
a
throw
new-
things out and
Yeah.
to fit more books.
Oh
But
My
but no,
God.
and so they were celebrating because
So
I didn't,
funny.
or even their bedrooms. I like to rearrange their bedrooms for me, it's like to
More
throw things
space.
out and we're better, you know. Or my accent wall. If you guys follow me, I have an accent wall. It's not me. It was all her and Sulma. Okay,
It
but
was
you bought the
Sulma.
stuff.
so explain who is Sulma. Where's she at? Like,
Oh, Sulma's in Arizona. Like I
Arizona.
said, I think she's watching, but she's in Arizona. And Sulma is like, honestly,
she's your best friend.
listen, she's like my best friend. She's my daughter-in-law's mom. So I'm blessed to have two amazing mom-in-laws.
Yeah.
I guess you could say, right? Because Marquis' mom is phenomenal, Nancy, and Sulma is just hands down amazing. She came and like totally kept me sane before her bridal shower. I'll never forget
She's
that.
awesome.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
And honestly, any of you watching, her name is Sulma. She's on here. Let me see. Sulma Valentin Gonzalez. Go follow her. Go ask her to be your friend, and then DM her to help you decorate your house.
Yes.
I'm serious. She could do it with pictures.
Someone's
She-
like, what are you getting
she
myself?
could do it. She could do it with a picture. She could go FaceTime and check your house out and tell you, you know what, put this here, put that there. It's just like, actually, wait, you can too though because you took
Yes,
courses
you
on
took-
that.
yeah.
Yes, but don't call me. I'm way too busy.
Okay, don't call Vanessa, but you totally could help too. But
No,
Sulma,
absolutely. I love
honestly,
it.
check her out. Go follow her on Instagram
I love
and
her house.
and oh my God. And so she was in Arizona. She's, like I said, very, very near and dear to me. And she came when we moved into the house, and I was like, okay, I said, here, you have like a $300 budget because I had just bought, you have money when you buy the house,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, here's $300, go decorate the house. So my house looks like Hobby Lobby, okay?
And I want to ask,
But not in a bad way.
No, but it's good. Hobby Lobby's awesome.
and I want to ask the viewers: do you guys have a friend like that they're just gifted?
Yes.
Where there's a party going on, and then there's that one friend that just shows up and says, "I got you."
Yes.
Those are really good friends.
Okay, so she's talking, but Miss Entertainer over here has everything that you need to put on a fabulous spread. I mean, from like the dishes to the the table decor.
I
It's
love all that
it's
stuff.
gorgeous. So
Thank
you're
you,
gifted
sis.
with that. So I guess I've got 2 sisters that can
Yes.
truly help me out. And I mean, I'm okay sometimes, right? I've got my stuff, but nothing like you guys.
Oh.
The detail.
Yeah.
You do too, though. I'm the one over here. It's like just put on paper plates. We're fine. Let's go. Like,
And
Honestly, lately though, me too.
And
It's
I
easier.
wasn't like that, guys. It was something that I had to ask God to give me that gift because I used to be like an introverted. Like when people would come over, I would start sweating, and it was just really hard to
No
host
way.
people. It was really hard to even invite people. I was like, my house is not clean enough. You know, what are they gonna say? Because once you have kids, you just think everyone's judging you. But yeah,
True,
it was something
true.
that God just gave me, and I'm so blessed because now when I go to like those stores, I think about people, I think about hosting, I think about all that, because once you start reading more about the servanthood and just making people feel warm when they come in, it's truly a gift. And so, but I did not have that. So glory be to God if you guys see that. 'Cause
I have to say now, I'm sorry, now that you say that, because her house is gorgeous. And so
you.
he definitely gave you
you.
the gift, for sure.
you.
And so you just asked if you have friends. So I have to, I don't know, sometimes my friend Eva watches, and I have to go back and remember and give her kudos, because I remember one year, back when I lived in New York, we were having, like, the VP was coming to visit, right? And was coming to my house for dinner.
That's scary.
And I remember saying, oh my gosh, like my house, to your point, was very not decorated, right? It was Christmas time, and I remember calling her saying, I don't know what to do. Like, I have this, this big guy coming, right, from the job is coming over, and she was like, I got you. And
Love it.
when I came home, between her and my husband, when I came home, have you guys seen Rockefeller Center well, maybe you haven't gone there in person, right, in the city, but
Movies.
when they decorated and with the bowls and the garland and the lights, everywhere you looked, there was garland, there was lights, there was pearls. I remember, I'll never forget that day when I walked in my house. I'm like, I feel like I'm in Rockefeller Center.
Wow.
And it was Eva. So if you watch this, if you ever, I know you're not on right now, but if you go back and watch it, I had to give her kudos. Eva Alvarado, phenomenal too. So I had to do that.
yeah, no. I'm still the one that, out of all you
Yes.
guys. I do have somebody, my husband's aunt. She's that for us, or for me,
Oh.
because she pulled out our wedding out of the ballpark, because, again, my husband and I, we could have eloped. We would have been fine. We could have cared less. We could have just gotten married on the beach with nothing, and we would have been fine, because for us it didn't matter, but for our family, they wanted it. Like, they have, my mother-in-law has my wedding book
Aw.
of pictures. She'll give it to one of my
I was
kids.
going to say, your kids are going to want it.
Yes, my kids are more like that than I am. So I'm glad that they took some traits from other people.
Yes.
They're not like me.
But you will get that gift.
Oh.
I know you will. You will. And I saw your table, Joe, in the frames, and I think you're doing a fabulous job.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it was all Viv and Sulma, because I'm like, otherwise, I am fine with having nothing on the walls, because I like rearranging everything.
I will say my husband has that, because he's always like, let's move this or let's move that or add this, add this, and I'm just like, no. Then he goes, oh my God, the house looks the same and it hasn't changed in 6 years. And I'm like, but it's still clean and it's functional and it's fine and it's pretty.
See, that I love. Your house is very functional. It's like everything has everything in its place, and you can find everything pretty quickly.
Well, that's my husband too, because I'm also, okay, confession, I suppose. I'm an organized mess. I
think we all are.
No, because like
But yes.
I'm not dirty, but I'm like messy. Sometimes
you know
like
your stuff where
I know what my stuff is. He likes his stuff in order. Like, he's got his file. Now he has a paper shredder. So now he's like, you need to make sure you mark the mail, shred, file. So it's all in order for him, and like there's no mess.
So you're the kind where you're like, it's on my desk under the third paper that's purple.
That's me. I know exactly where it's
I know
at.
exactly. Don't move my stuff.
Don't move it. And he'll be like, oh, it's going to get lost. I said, if no one moves it from here, it
there.
will not get lost.
Yeah, it'll be under the
Can anyone
purple
relate?
paper.
And
pen
anyone out
folder.
there?
Yes.
Anybody else out there
Who can
not as
relate?
organized?
I love being organized. I like labeling everything. I like shredding. As soon as I get mail and it's not, I shred it. I file it. There's a system for me.
Yeah.
Who's out there?
Saying,
I'm between both of you right now. Right now. Because, yes.
no, but you're organized.
Well, yeah. But
No.
right now, I'm a mess.
An organized mess.
An organized
And
mess,
that's okay.
yeah. I'm still unpacking.
Right?
And also,
I'm still
sometimes
packing.
there's seasons too. I notice there's sometimes
Yes,
seasons where
true.
you're changing, and sometimes you're not as organized, but then you end up catching up into. I feel like sometimes we gotta get inspired,
Yes.
right? By like YouTube videos or friends, and saying I want that look, I want to be like that,
Or just
and
a
it-
mess.
and
Okay,
it's
wait.
all you gotta be inspired.
Wait. There's that. Okay, there's someone must have, one of you have to know her. She's an I don't want to say Chinese, but she's an Asian
Yes.
lady that is all about organization.
Oh, gosh.
What is her name?
Oh,
Oh
it
my
starts with
God.
a K.
Oh my gosh.
I know you get somebody out there.
Someone
please.
out there, please talk
She's
about
famous?
inspiring.
I was going to say
Yes.
Kumon, but no, that's a curriculum because I'm studying doing curriculum right now.
Okay, let me keep talking. Let me see if I can find it because.
But yes, I understand where you're supposed, when you're going through your stuff, you're supposed to like thank it when you're done with it and say, okay, now you can go.
There she is. Marie
Kondo. Kondo.
Marie
Kondo something.
Kondo, Kondo.
Is it
Yes.
feng shui or no?
No, it's not
No?
feng shui.
Okay, okay.
No, it's
No,
just
no.
it's being minimalistic.
No, it's.
I've seen her videos.
You gotta watch her
Yeah.
videos. It's
Yeah.
like the way she,
How she folds
the
and
way she
everything.
folds stuff.
Yes.
It's almost like I want to do that
Therapeutic.
for a minute, but
To
then I'm
watch
like,
it.
I quickly say no. Yes, yes.
I feel
watch
like
it.
sometimes I can hold the bar really high, and then it's really hard to keep it up there because there's a certain like folding pattern, and then it's like then my kids are doing it, but then I won't do it, so it'll be just a hot mess. So I'll be like, okay, let's start from fresh. So something that works and it's easy for your home is the best thing because
Exactly.
things work differently in everyone's homes.
High
But
five.
some-
Give me a fist bump on
Yeah.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you,
Yeah.
works for you, and there's no right or wrong way.
No.
100%.
Even if it's a mediocre life. To others.
To others. I was
To
gonna say
others,
it's not
like,
mediocre.
to me, it's
Yeah.
it's like a fairy tale for me. The way I
Yeah.
choose to live my life.
Right.
Yeah.
In the dirt in the farm now, with my chickens soon.
Yes.
Well, she's gonna have chicken, so that means I'm gonna get my eggs from her.
Yes. Organic. I know what they're eating.
Yes,
So-
yes, let's go.
We're gonna have chicken, duck eggs, which I was gonna tell you, duck
Wow.
eggs make fluffier cakes. True fact. Yes, but you know how expensive they are? I went to Whole Foods, got 6 eggs for $8.
Oh.
I was like, what the heck?
No one's paying for that. No one wants
mean-
a cake that's gonna cost $8 just for the eggs.
That's why I am raising ducks for the better eggs, and they're bigger eggs too. But I'll have ducks. So Sulma, you're gonna have to help me out here, but because she has animals too. But I want goats. I'm gonna have a mini cow.
That's it. Tidying up.
Pigs.
Eve Mar said, "Tidying Up" by Marie Kondo.
Yeah.
Kondo. That is her, guys.
Yes. Check her out.
We should tag her on here because phenomenal woman.
She is.
Okay, and
Yes.
the things she does.
You
But
learn a lot.
but to your point, I don't know that I could keep it up.
I know.
Staying consistent is
yeah,
just the hardest.
it's
'Cause
whatever
it looks
works for
pretty when
you.
you're done. It looks pretty,
Yes.
but then it's like make it pretty all the time.
And-
it's like the pantry. It looks really nice when you go grocery shopping, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, it's
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And her thing is she teaches her
Right.
kids the same way that she does things. So I get it. It's all about how you do things and you end up
Yeah.
teaching your kids and then they do the same thing. But sometimes like the way I'm teaching my kids is totally different. Like
Right.
to do their laundry, to fold their clothes, to do all
Yeah.
that stuff. It's different than I would love to do that, but I'm like it's more of a
Yeah.
headache for me right now.
Right.
And most of the time I just hang up all the shirts
Right.
because it's easier.
Right.
Especially for the little hands, you know what I mean?
Honestly, then you don't have to iron.
Thank you.
Anyone here iron?
Nope. I burn
Do you
my,
like to
my
iron?
clothes.
I don't know. Just throw it in the dryer. Let it run for a minute, and then just.
I am right there with
it's
you.
done. There's a spray too that I use.
Oh, so you see, it's not just me.
No.
Right.
It's a lifestyle.
It's let me tell you, because
Whatever is easiest for your house.
yes.
Yes.
sometimes
There's
it's
like-
just the husband does it.
There's no condemnation in that,
And
and it's okay.
And I have a friend. I have a friend named Fabi. Hope you're watching us. She's amazing in ironing. That is what gives her peace, and God speaks to her as she's ironing, and she just loves ironing. It's just a moment where she can just hear the Lord very clear, and I think that's beautiful.
Props.
Honestly, that's like me and baking, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
you and probably with your essential oils
Yeah. And right
Yeah.
now with my farm.
with your farm.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
guys, we've come to the end.
Yes,
Of our
yes,
little
it's been
show here.
fun.
Season 3 already, guys. Who would have thought? We'd be on a 3rd season, right? But we're so grateful and thankful for you guys, for following us, for watching us, for taking time to do that. You know, you guys are giving us your time, and we are so grateful, beyond grateful, beyond measure. You guys do not understand how much of a blessing it is for us as well. And we hope that this, you know, what we're doing is of a blessing to you as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If it has been, you know, please like, share, subscribe, all the cute little buttons on YouTube, little bell, you know, that way you get the little ding when we go live. But this year we are changing it up a little bit, which I'm sure you guys have noticed. Last year, our last 2 seasons, we did the second Wednesday. This season we're doing the first Wednesday. We're doing our English show, and then our Spanish show is on the 3rd Wednesday. So if you know anybody that speaks Spanish and would love to share it, please let them know. It's on the 3rd Wednesday now. But thank you again, guys, for giving us your time. I hope you enjoy it. If you guys have any ideas for future talks, please send them on over.
Send them on this way.
Email them to us, post them on here, send us a DM. We would love to, you know, be open to any topics that you guys might be interested in or learn more about, because we would love to too. We love learning, you know, and talking about different things, even things we don't know about or feel.
Absolutely. We'll do some research.
Yeah, well,
It'd be good.
We're good at that.
Even some tough topics. Bring them on.
Yeah.
It's good to have some really tough conversations too.
Yeah, sometimes we need that good cry,
Oh man.
the good ugly cry.
Oh, that's easy for me though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
But the only thing is, we're not going to talk about is we don't talk about Bruno. No.
Oh my god.
Okay, I had to do that because let me tell you, she has no
Yes.
idea, and my husband is tired of that song. Even his coworkers are singing it to him. So.
I love it. Love it.
Anyway, guys, hope you
Gotcha.
have a great day, great Wednesday. Hope you are blessed for the rest of the week. And don't forget, if you do not have a church yet, guys, we would love for you guys to come visit us here. If you are in Ventura County, 2021 Sperry Avenue in Ventura. We would love to have you come visit us. If you are still doing the online thing and don't have a church, check us out. We have two services, Spanish service with Pastor Jose Tejada, and then our English pastor is Pastor Ray Para, Vanessa's husband. And, you know, we have a little bit for everybody. So if you do want to still do the online thing, we're here for you too.
Amen.
You know,
Amen.
and if not, you know, you guys are welcome if you don't have a church. So lastly, that's it, actually.
I think so.
Yes, we love you.
Well, we love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great night.
Yes.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.